last season we ended talking about Dragon Ball Evolution, which is an uglier looking movie. Can I give this movie some credit though, especially compared to the sequel? Again, I don't want to talk about the sequel too much, but like I remember the CG being so terrible. The CG is actually pretty good for when this movie came out. Like it's actually like pretty like decent. The shot when the spear or when the whatever the thing is coming out of Scorpion's hand, when when the camera is moving and he's moving, it actually traces pretty well for back then because everything back then you had to do shot for shot for shot for shot. They didn't have tracking back then, so like that actually looked pretty okay. The reptile thing looked absolutely terrible and shitty, but I have to give them credit. And I remember Goro looking terrible. I thought he looked awesome in this movie. I know he's also part animatronic, but
Goro is
I
a straight up puppet. Goro's a puppet.
Oh, he is?
Yes, he's a big old puppet.
I don't know why his mouth.
You know what's crazy?
No animation, that's puppetry.
Frank Welker actually voices Goro, and he did the voice of like Megatron and Ray Stan to the Ghostbusters cartoon, and so, but he also voices Station in Bill and Ted Bogus Journey. So, and to me, so like Goro kind of looked like Station, and I was waiting for him to say Station because he looked exactly like Station to me.
I've never seen Bogus Journey. Remember?
Oh, seriously? Oh, that's.
I've never seen.
We'll rectify that later in the year. We'll rectify that. It's a great movie, but I thought that was kind of, Goro kind of looked like, in like the Little Rascals when like little kids wanted to be an adult, so like one kid steps on the shoulder of another, and puts a trench coat. Like that's what it looked like to me. Like it looked really goofy.
Goro was done really. I mean, they needed 13 or what was it? I think 11 to 13 or 13 to 16 people to work him at all times. Like I knew he was a puppet or / animatronic. I thought some of him was CG, but never mind. He looked awesome. Like he looked amazing. That was some good effects, and especially when you see Sheena in the sequel. Oh my god, it's like night and it's like day and night, or it's like amazing and then crap.
And Goro, you have to imagine though, Paul, like seeing Goro in particular in 1995. If you'd seen this movie then, I think you would have a different view of it. We see it now through modern eyes, because like for example, Judy, I don't think had ever seen the movie, and she's watching with my wife, for those of you who don't know, and she saw it, and she's kind of like with you with Goro, and with the CGI, she's like, it's bad, but it's at the same time, I think it's good for its day. Other than Scorpion, that's just bad no matter what. When I'm not Scorpion, Reptile. It's just bad no matter what.
Reptile was bad.
But I think like Goro is it works. It might not hold up great because you know what it is, but you're seeing. But there's always something that tangible and real to it. It's a real thing you're seeing.
What's on the silver screen? Makes you wouldn't believe.